Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Janet and I do everything cash budgeting on my channel. I do a cash weekly budget in order to become debt-free by 2023. So if that's what you're interested in, then keep on watching. All right, everyone, welcome back to another weekly cash stuffing. We are cash stuffing April 19th to 25th paycheck today. We are cash stuffing $650 actually today, which is quite a bit. If you would have watched my last video, I will actually link it up here in the cards. You will see today's budget and how we came up with the numbers that we are cash stuffing today. But first thing is first, we always take the remaining that we have in our cash wallet and we do our savings challenge with that remainder. So I am so excited because once again, you guys, I have money left over. Like, it's always so exciting when I have money left over. I absolutely love it. So let's see what we have left over. So this week in groceries, we have $10. Oh, we have $20. I thought I only had $20 in groceries. We actually have some left over in gas, which I think is $10. And personal, we still have $10. We didn't spend anything out of personal this week. And then eating out, we have $5. So that's pretty good. I'm really happy with that. I am shocked every time that I have money left over in the week. And it's such a great feeling to know that I have been keeping within budget and there is money left over. Like, it's the best feeling, seriously. So in rollover cash, we have $10, $20, $30, $40, and $45. So what we will do is we will add the $45 to our rollover cash that I have at the very back of this binder. And let's see what our total amount is that we're working with for, for our savings challenge. So I guess it is just $5 was left. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, and $50 left for this week's savings challenges. So that is pretty good. We will pull, for sure, we will be pulling 2 envelopes from our savings challenge. And we will see if we maybe, depending on what we pull, we're kind of left with bigger numbers though in our savings challenge right here. Our lowest denomination is $10, so we might just be able to pull 2. I got this off of Etsy, Carrie J Budgets. It was just a nice little savings challenge that kind of fit my needs. So we are just gonna put that off to the side. And then what we are gonna do is I created kind of this DIY little envelope here with all of the envelopes mixed in that have the same denominations on this piece of paper. So I usually pick from the front and then I will sticker it and close it. And then I put the ones that have the money in the very back of this envelope. So let's pick one of them and see what we have. Oh boy. Okay, we have $30, which is good. I'm glad it's one of the bigger ones, but let's pull another one and see what we get. And we have $50. So if it's a bigger one, if it's more than like $20, we will have to put it back. So let's pick another one here. Pick one of the front ones, I think. Whew, $10. Okay, $10. I think we're gonna stop there. And just because, you know what, we can still do some more next week. I'm really happy that we have 2 that we get to stuff today. So let's see what we got here. So we got the 10, which I will do first. And put it in the envelope. And then you guys know that I don't lick the envelopes. I got these fancy little stickers from the dollar store that I use now in order to seal my envelopes. So that one is done. And then we will do our big 30. I think I'm gonna do 3 10s in that one. So we will just put that in the envelope and put a sticker on it. I am so anxious to have this challenge done and unstuff it. Like, that's gonna be the best feeling ever. And if you're new here and you're new to cash stuffing, the reason why we do a lot of savings challenges is because it is a fun way to save. Okay, that's the main thing. That is why we do them, and it's just kind of an easier way to save. At least it gives you something to look forward to. Like, I really try to have some left over from my cash envelope and my Cashly wallet, just so that I can put more towards the savings challenges, because it's just fun. And then at the end of it all, what I plan on doing is taking all of this amount and putting it on debt. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So let's color these in. And I have my pencil crayons over here. So I think I'm going to do a green one for the 10. I'm gonna do one down here. How is your guys' week? This is usually when I talk to you and catch up with you guys. See how your Easter went. Have you guys been on budget? Another thing that I wanted to mention as well, and I think I might do a video on this because I did miss Tuesday's video, if you would have noticed. My uploading is Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. But with Easter, I honestly just decided to take some time and enjoy my family. And, you know, that's usually my topic video. So I decided that I am going to do a topic video probably next week. And it is going to be in regards on how to make extra income. So if you don't have really an option and you're finding your budget is literally to the cent, I've been there, I've done that. I feel your pain and you want to try to get ahead with your bills. One thing that I suggest is selling things that you have in your home that you are no longer using. I've started doing that because it's honestly things that I don't need and don't use anymore. So I'm going to be discussing that in upcoming video. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And that is usually my Tuesdays videos. I always have a topic video on that day. So I decided that that's going to be kind of what I do, and that I would make a topic video in regards to that. So I'm excited to record that. All right, there we go. So that will go at the very back, and that will be it until next week. All right, let's get started on our cash stuffing. So first things first is we will count all the money that we got from the bank. I use this fancy little envelope that I got in order to figure out my denominations. I do not have actually my alcohol pads with me, but I will erase it with alcohol pads and it comes off clean, and then it's ready to use next week. So I always like to double check to make sure that I got the right denominations from the bank. So let's do that first. I'm actually gonna do a 50 at the very end, because we all know the struggle when we count with 50s with all the rest of the denominations. Am I right? All right, so let's get started. We have 1, 2, 250, 300, 320, 340, 360, 380, 400, 420, 440, 460, 480, 500, 520, 530, 540, 550, 560, 570, 575, 580, 585, 590, 595, and $650. So it is all correct. So let's put it in our little tray over here, and then we can get started on our cash stuffing. This is my favorite day of the week. I love seeing, first of all, I love seeing what I have left over from the week. As far as being under budget and doing the savings challenges, that is exciting to see. And then of course, you know, being so grateful that we get to earn an income and have extra money in order to stuff our envelopes, in order to be prepared, you know, with all of our sinking funds and our cash envelopes that we all have. All right, so first we are going to stuff our cash wallet. So this is my cash wallet. It is a Louis Vuitton planner is what it is. I got it off of eBay and I got an amazing deal on it and I absolutely love it. It is perfect. I love the size. It fits in my small purse. I am not a purse person or like a huge wallet or anything. I just like to carry the basics with me whenever I go somewhere. So this has been a perfect size for my small purse. All right, so first we are going to be stuffing groceries, and that is going to be one $100 bill. So I decided not to get Chef's Plate this week. No reason. I just kind of don't want to make it like a weekly thing. I obviously want to utilize some of the groceries that we have here at home because we are hunters and we do have venison in order for the whole entire year. So I definitely want to utilize that. And we also butchered a pig. And so we do have pork as well. So I want to utilize our own resources that we have here instead of always like, you know, taking the easy way out and getting Chef's Plate. I do like Chef's Plate though. They have a lot of specials on all the time. So make sure that you check it out if you are ever interested. Gas is getting its regular 40. And I'm just going to still keep it at 40 this week. It seems to be working. Like I mentioned, we live about a half an hour outside of a city and we just live in a little hamlet. There is no grocery store or anything near us. So that is kind of where the majority of my money goes, is because we do live so far out of town. Personal is going to be getting $10. And so is eating out. And that's just kind of when I'm in town and I feel like I want a coffee or I want to grab something for eating out, and that's what that money is used for. So we are also going to be using our gift card. So the day that you are seeing this is actually our 3rd anniversary. We have been together for 12 years, but we've been married for 3. And we do plan on using this $100 gift card, and it is from a steakhouse locally here. So I'll be glad to use that. That will definitely help out with this week's budget as well. So our cash wallet is all stuffed. Now let's move on to our short-term sinking funds. So like I mentioned, short-term sinking funds is things that you save for, but you kind of consistently save for it and you take out of. So that's kind of my goal anyways. Medical, we are not adding anything this week. Costco is getting $50 for the week. Like I mentioned, I do a big Costco grocery haul once a month. I limit it to once a month, but I want to be prepared for when I go to Costco, you know, that I can get what we need. So that's why I decided to start this envelope. So now in Costco, we have 50, 100, 120, and 130. So I kind of wanted to save about $150 to $200 per month for Costco. So I think we're right on track for that. Renos always gets its regular $100. So we are going to use 250s for that. And we did have to buy a few supplies again for our renos, which was taps and of course just some other little things that Jimmy needed as well too. So we have some change in there, but in renos we have 50, 100, 150, and 120 in renos. So that we always stuff $100 every week just because it's kind of ongoing. And you know, when you think about it, it's just much cheaper. Like, we're fortunate enough that Jimmy gets to do all of the renovations in our home. So even though $100 a week seems like a lot, it actually saves us so much money in the long run. All right, beauty is getting its normal $20 this week. So I will be taking some out of this because I do have a nail appointment this week. But let's see what we have in beauty. My nails are $60 a month is what I pay. 20, 40, 60, 80, and $100 in beauty. So I keep on printing $20 every week because I think I'm going to get a pedicure when I have enough money left over from my regular like nail fill. I usually get my toenails done like twice a summer usually is what I treat myself. All right, and birthdays, we are depositing $25. So a 20 and a 5. And like I mentioned, this should be pretty close, if not $200, because birthdays are coming up in May and I want to be prepared. So that is definitely our priority. So birthdays now has 50, 100, 150, 170, 190, 195, and 200. So that is perfect. I am actually going to leave this out and I'm going to take this back to the bank. I need to get an envelope that says back to the bank. That is one thing that I realized that I need. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it in my bank envelope here, and I will be taking that to the bank to deposit. And then once May 1st and 4th comes around, that is when 2 out of our 4 kids' birthdays, and I will e-transfer that to them. So that feels good. So we'll be able to start that. We have 1 more birthday in May, at the end of May, and we will be able to save up for that as well too. All right, in travel, it is going to be getting $20. No, sorry, travel is going to be getting $10. So travel is just money that we have for gas if we're going somewhere. We don't have any vacations that are planned, but travel is just for if we decide to do a day trip or, you know, go to a city that's a couple hours away, and this would cover travel. So I just went to visit my daughter in Banff. She is living in Banff, so I went to visit her. I did stay overnight, and I used all of the travel money plus my weekly gas money as well. So now I'm just kind of replenishing that. So I have $30 now in travel. All right, next is pets. Like I had mentioned, I do have to put a lump sum in pets because I totally forgot that they were getting groomed, and their grooming is $150, and we have a Labradoodle and a Bichon Shih Tzu, and they get groomed about, I wanna say it's once every 3 to 4 months. So it's not that often. So I did have to add quite a bit to pets. I did add 120. So now in pets, we have 100, 120, 130, and $140. So that should be enough to get them groomed, and then we can kind of build that back up as well too. I just got them dog food, so they should be good now, but we definitely will build that back up next week. And date night will be getting $10. So date night is a new envelope that I started as well too. So in date night, we now have $20, $30, and $40. And like I mentioned, Jimmy and I haven't gone on too many dates. Just, I don't know, we kind of tend to do things at home and spend time together at home. With everything that's gone on in the world the last couple of years, I think we've just gotten used to that, to be honest. All right, next is going to be our long-term sinking funds. So these are things that kind of take a long time to build up, or it's something that only happens once a year. So the first thing is anniversary, and we are going to be stuffing $100, 20, 40, 60, 81, because our anniversary, like I mentioned, the day you're watching this is actually our anniversary is April 23rd, which I believe is Saturday. Yes, it is. And so we are going to be going out for dinner, and we are going to be going out to the casino. So hence why I decided to do 20s. And what I'm going to do is just split this in half. I was contemplating on taking out some money from date night as well too. I'll talk to Jimmy and see what he wants to do, but we plan on going out for supper and then going to the casino to have some fun. And that's kind of probably what this money will be used for. We don't plan on traveling anywhere. Sometimes we will go to Calgary, which is about 2 hours away from us, and spend the night and go out for dinner there. But we are just going to be staying at home and doing that. So now an anniversary, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, and 160. So I think that's reasonable. Each of us would get $80, and that would definitely be a fun little night. It's just, you know, it's a guilty pleasure that Jimmy and I enjoy. We don't drink. I don't smoke. Jimmy vapes. So it's not like we do a lot of things. So that gambling is kind of like our little guilty pleasure. We got married in Vegas as well too. So it's kind of just our thing that we go out and once a year and we go to the casino. All right, and in Janet, it's going to be getting $10. So I decided what I am going to do is I am going to order the Budget Moms Planner, because one of my subscribers here had mentioned that she is not going to be making a paper copy of her binder in 2023. And I was like, oh no. I'm like, I need to order it. I am a pen and paper type of girl. I see all these YouTubers that do it on their iPad, which I think is great. I love the idea, but I really feel like I would still resort back to my pen and paper. So I am going to order that probably this week. I'm going to put it on my credit card, and then next week's stuffing, I'm going to be stuffing like a larger amount, probably $50 or so, because it works out to be $80. I want to get the planner and some stickers, and I do live in Canada, so it is a little bit more for shipping. So that is kind of what I'm going to do for next week. So I will be taking out some money next week and taking it to the bank, but I'm going to order it next week as well. But now in Janet, we have $10, $20, $30, $35. All right, and then in taxes is going to get $5, and this is to get our taxes filed. We just got our taxes done in March, so this is kind of starting the whole new year. So in taxes, we now have $5, $10, $15, and $20. And then next is going to be Apollo. So Apollo is our online streaming cable that we have. It is amazing. If anybody is interested, it is about $200 Canadian a year, and it gives you way more channels than cable ever did, and it works out to be so much more cheaper. I think I was paying $140 a month for cable before I started up with Apollo, so it is definitely worth it. So now in Apollo, we have $5, $10, $15, and $20. Hunting is not getting anything again this week, and car maintenance is going to be getting $5. And now in car maintenance, we have $10, $20, $25, $30, and $35. I will be due for an oil change pretty soon. I'm thinking in about a month or so, so I will definitely be using that. Car registration only happens once a year for us, and it is about $300 for the year for all of our vehicles. So this is kind of starting over because it was due at the end of March. So now in car registration, we have $10, $15, and $20. And that is it for our long-term sinking funds. Now comes the exciting part. We get to fill in our first circle on our $1,000 Christmas challenge. I'm so excited. This is what I've been waiting for. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, I have saved up $200 in this envelope, and then I figured that I needed about $1,200 for Christmas. This includes the food, the gifts, like if I decide to get any decorations, probably not, but just includes everything for Christmas. So I decided to get this cute savings challenge, and I got it off of Etsy. I will have it on the screen. I forget the name already where I got it from, but it is adorable. So it is $1,000, and it is 30 circles. So that will bring me to the middle of November that I will be fully funded for Christmas for 2022. So exciting. All right. So today we are actually circling, filling in the circle for number 25. So I got one of these Sharpie permanent markers at Michael's, and that is what I'm going to be using because I thought it was kind of cute for Christmas. Of course, you know, it had to be green or red. And so I thought I would go with green. So we are going to be filling in 25, and then we can put our first deposit into our envelope here of $25. And I really like this savings challenge as well because it's reasonable. All of these amounts on here are definitely doable. You know, as long as you make it a priority, I think it's just in the long run going to be so helpful to have $1,200 saved by the middle of November rather than, you know, scrambling once December comes. And, you know, then you have to buy all these Christmas gifts. You have to buy all of this food and everything like that. So I am ecstatic to be starting this. So there we go. First one on our Christmas savings challenge is done. So that is a perfect start to that. So excited. All right, so that is the end of cash stuffing for the week. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a like, and also make sure you leave me a comment. I love talking to you guys. See you next time.